Hey everyone, welcome to Steph and Key TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps our channel. And let me know what you thought of today's video. All right, New Jersey, let's get into it. So we open with Jackie. She's throwing her son's shoes away because he got holes in them. The shoes are tucking. She needs to throw them out. Then we head over to Melissa's house, and her, Joe, and the kids are hanging out in the backyard by the pool and just having a good time. And now we're over at Jen's place and she's cleaning up. She's actually mopping her foyer, which I figured, I mean, they're so rich, I thought they would have help, but maybe because of the pandemic, they can't really get their help right now. I don't know. But apparently she tells us that she threw up all over Bill's Ferrari and all over her foyer, so that's why she was mopping. Hot mess. Hot mess. Girl, she says she's never been drunk like that before. I don't believe her, but hopefully she's never drunk like that again, because girl, it is not a good look. And yeah, it's just never fun to be that drunk. It's just not. Then we head over to Dolores's place. Her and Frank are cracking jokes as usual, like an old married couple, even though they're not. She's with David. And he's talking about like old times of their sexual encounters, and it's just like, what? Like, I still don't understand this relationship. Does anybody really? And Frank tells her that, Dolores asks Frank if he's had the sex talk with Frankie. And he's like, what do you mean? We compare stories. I'm like, oh my gosh. So Frankie comes in and he's helping his mom with a ladder so she can reach the high cabinets. And apparently they have like the spread of food for Dolores's daughter, Gabrielle. She's coming home from vet school because Dolores is receiving the award for her breast cancer involvement, like helping spread awareness. And so Gabby comes over with her litter of dogs. It's just like, I can't, like, the anxiety I was getting of all these dogs in the kitchen with the food. But Dolores is happy that Gabby's home and she's got her little family, everyone except for David at the house. And yeah, happy little family time, minus David. Why is it that every time like we get to Teresa, it's so depressing? Jeez. So we're at Teresa's house and she's cooking dinner for the girls. They called Joe, Teresa's Joe, ex-Joe, to talk to him. Apparently, like, and we know that like Joe's in the sex toy business and Teresa's thinking about partnering with him. Because I mean, it's paying the bills. She got the house in the settlement. He got nothing because she paid off all his debt. And she's been taking care of the girls since he's been in prison. So now that he's out, he's doing the sex toys. She's getting the house. She's going to sell the house and continue to make some money. She wants to do like a tribute to her father when they all go to the Jersey Shore, because for his funeral, it was just the family, like Teresa, Joe, Joe Gorga, and the kids, which I feel like is fine. But we see like flashbacks of No, and he was just struggling like all the way up until the end. I mean, after Teresa's mother died, it was just a wrap for him. He just struggled, kind of fell apart. He, like, if you remember the past seasons, he was heartbroken that his wife died and he never got over it. Like Teresa said, he was just hanging on for Teresa and the kids, because they show a clip of him saying, I need to go be with my wife. Like, he was ready to go. I feel like he was ready to go after she died, and he was just hanging on for Teresa and the kids. And by this time, he was just like, I'm done. And so he passed away. It's just like so sad. Like, it's so depressing. Her storyline is always either violent or depressing, and it's just like so sad. No. Yeah, it's sad. Can we move on? So now we're at David's house, but with Dolores. She just received her award. David had to work, so he missed it. And they presented the award with her family there, just like Frank and the kids. Frank cried. You see him dabbing his eyes. Like, this relationship is so weird. It's so weird. But Frankie, he presents the award to his mom, and the David's place, whoever decorated it, bravo, because it's beautiful. There's like beautiful flowers everywhere. They're like hanging. They're just everywhere. It looks gorgeous. But Frank and the kids are gone, and now it's just Dolores and the chef. So David comes home. He kisses Dolores, says congratulations. She asks if he'll stay and say hello to everyone at least, because he's got to go back to the hospital. So then, like, Jennifer comes, two of Dolores' friends, and then Melissa comes, and then David's like, I gotta go. So he says hello to everyone, and he bounces. And Jennifer in the confessional is like, I don't get this relationship. Nobody does. Nobody gets this relationship. Nobody. Jackie shows up, and then Margaret shows up. Teresa's not here, so we're not going to see any showdown right now. But Margaret starts telling everybody about Jennifer being wasted and falling on her face. And Jackie's like, what? So Melissa fills her in. Jennifer says that she was, like, Bill had to carry her into the shower and was washing throw out her hair. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's... Ew, in your hair, though? Margaret is just, like, very, like, Jennifer, you don't need to drink tonight or ever. Jennifer's not drinking, by the way. She's having water. But Margaret is just having, like, flashbacks of, like, her mother, when her mother used to be super wasted, and it's just, it brings up a lot of bad memories for her. I feel like she's kind of, like, projecting, though, onto Jennifer. I, like, feel like Jennifer's kids are fine. Like, we see Jennifer drunk and crazy, but we don't see her wasted like that. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if she's doing it in front of the kids, but I don't know. I just don't feel like people should put their past stuff onto other people, because it can create, like, some problems. So Margaret, I just feel like, needs to back off a little. I mean, Melissa, get off of Dolores's neck. Like, she is on her about, like, why aren't you living in this house? How many times do you and David have sex? I'm like, good Lord, like, mind your business. I wish Dolores would have been like, it's none of your business, and ended it. But apparently Dolores says, like, she doesn't want to live in this house because she likes her freedom. She has her own life. But it's like, she's so confusing, because she keeps telling David, if you had proposed, I'd be living in this house. So, like, at this point, I feel like Dolores likes how things are, but because of the appearance of them being together and having her having all her stuff, like a lot of her stuff at his house and coming and going, maybe the appearance of it looks bad to her because they're not engaged, they're not married. It looks on the outside messy, but to her, it feels great. And I feel like she should just own that. Like, I like what I have, the life that I have. I'm not changing it. Get over it. But she keeps, like, being so confusing. Like, I want to be married, like, but then I don't because I like my life. And it's just like, pick a lane. Pick a lane, Dolores. Pick a lane. So apparently, with the whole Jersey Shore situation, Jackie and Margaret are going to be staying with Melissa, and Teresa's going to be staying with Dolores. And Evan, Jackie's husband, is going to be coming for one night. So this is all going to be interesting to see, like, how he's going to, like, interact with everyone with Teresa there. All of the ladies are getting ready for the Jersey Shore. I'm going to skip over the rest of the ladies because it was nothing. And we get to Jennifer's house. As we've seen in the previews, Bill divulges to Jennifer that Marge's Joe, has also heard the rumor about Evan cheating. So Jennifer is like, crap. She's like, if Joe has heard this rumor, that means Marge has heard this rumor. And whoo, Marge. This is not looking good for you, Marge. This is not looking good for you, because we've all been like on Teresa about spreading this rumor. But now it appears that you knew about this rumor, because how did your husband know and you not know? So you knew about this rumor and you kept it from Jackie, or you didn't pull her aside or anything and you just let it spread. No. This is not looking good for Marge. So everyone's on their way to the shore. Frank is driving the car with Marge and Jackie, and then Dolores and Frank are riding with Teresa and what's her name? Jennifer. In Dolores's car, she's talking about, well, I guess she lives like right around the corner from Joe and Melissa, and she says that Melissa has a better yard than her, and she blames Frank. He was like, what, you have like, you were supposed to give me the shore house and you didn't move out. And she was like, well, in the divorce, Frank wanted the shore house, and what she did is just took her stuff out of the master bedroom and moved it into another room. So he has half of the shore house. She wasn't giving up that shore house. But Teresa talks about, like, she's talking about her divorce and saying like it's pretty soon, and Frank is just telling her it's going to be emotional, like it never stops being emotional. And she says she just wants Joe to be happy, but she wants to move on. And Dolores is like, I hope you find somebody who can just sweep you off your feet, take care of you, and you're not having to stress and worry like you were over this, past decade. How long? It's been a long ass time with this horrible relationship that she's had with Joe Giudice. So I guess it's due for her to have some happiness. And we know in real life she has found someone. She seems very happy, so it all worked out. Jennifer is so shady. She's so shady. I keep trying to give her chances, and I feel like she's been pretty decent this season, but she's got her moments where it's like, oh, so I don't like you. She brings up Jackie, of course, like stirring Teresa up, and she's just like, I don't know how Jackie's gonna be when she says she doesn't want to, like, she's just gonna ignore you and stuff, and Teresa has to jump in. She's all pissed. And then Jennifer tells Dolores that Joe knows, Marge's Joe knows the rumor. He told the guys at guys night. Frank's dumbass, he's like, oh, I just don't believe Joe would ever say that. Teresa's like, you were there. In his confessional, Frank is like, what happens at guys night stays at guys night, so I'm just gonna act like I don't know anything. I'm like, you should have just shut up, because like you look a mess trying to like lie for Joe when there's like evidence that he knows. So Dolores is just like, oh my gosh. And Teresa's like, well, now my story's kind of validated because Joe knows, and I'm gonna give Jackie a gift when we get there. And Jen's like, is it like a real gift or a shady gift? And Teresa's like, you'll see when we get there. So, Lord. So we get to the shore. We get to Dolores's place first. It's beautiful. Like, everybody's got like such beautiful beach houses, and I'm jealous. But Frank brings in all of the girls' luggage, and then we head over to Joe and Melissa's, and Marge and Joe and Jackie arrive. And they're making fun of Jackie because she has this big ass suitcase full of stuff for the weekend with her little self. And but they're gonna head over to Dolores's place for dinner. Again with the sadness. Just like, I can't. It's so sad. Can this be Teresa's last season? I know like everybody's gonna like thumbs down this because I even said that, but the ladies are making dinner for everyone, and Teresa gets a call about her house. Someone wants to see the house the next day. And so Teresa shows us like the showcase they have for the house, and the text that she had with the girls about selling the house and having a fresh start. And it's just, they need a fresh start. And Teresa breaks down in tears and just saying like how strong she is because of the girls. It's just been rough. Rough. Some of it she brought on herself, but some of it, like her parents passing away, is just like, it's awful. So sadness. So Jennifer calls her brother, the one who's in Turkey. Jennifer's sister and father went to go visit so they can see the new grandbaby. Jennifer's mom didn't go because she's still pissed at Jennifer's father. And it's just like, girl, go see your grandchild. Like, she could have ignored him the whole time. not said a word, gone to see her grandbaby, and like be done with it. Like she's whatever. We've been waiting for this moment. So everyone arrives at Dolores's place, gets like the food's ready. Frank's doing something with the grill. The ladies are all outside. Teresa comes downstairs, gives everyone a gift. They open it to see dildos. When I tell you, I saw this coming, and I saw it coming, and I knew she was gonna say this because Teresa is not original. Like I knew she was gonna say this. So she gives everyone their dildos, including Jackie, and she's like, so she calls out Jackie and says, well, I don't know if this is gonna fit up your ass, Jackie, but maybe you should give it a try. She's like, because you said take the olive branch and stick it up her ass. So, like, I gave you something to stick up your ass. And I'm just like, Teresa, like, I knew she was going to say this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Jackie's not biting. She's like, I'm not going to fight with you. And she was like, no, you said it. And Jackie's like, I did say it. But you know it wasn't an olive branch. You gave me a group text. Marge is jumping in and saying it wasn't an olive branch. It was a group text. It wasn't personal. So I feel like this is like foreshadowing to where Marge is like defending Jackie, and then she's gonna get called out. So oh, it's so messy. So Teresa goes in with Dolores to check on the pasta. Dolores is like, have you gotten it out of your system? She's like, yep, I'm fine. I said what I needed to say. Jackie's like, I'm fine. Everybody's like babying her. That would annoy me. I'm like, Jackie, if I said I'm fine, I'm fine. Like, stop like tending to me and making the situation bigger than what it is and making it seem like I'm so affected and you need to comfort me. Jackie's like, I'm fine. Like, it's whatever. And like Melissa and Marge are like on her. I'd be like, shut up. I said I'm fine. Leave me alone. All right, so we thought that Teresa and Jackie were going to ruin the night, but no. Marge brings up the article that Teresa is selling her house. And she's like, yeah, I'm selling my house. And then she also brings up the fact that Teresa's getting her divorce. And then Teresa hops over, like, directs her hostility over to Joe and Melissa and saying, like, so you need to take back what you said, take back what you said about, like, Joe Giudice, like, trying to take Teresa's money in the divorce. When it was Dolores who said it and Joe Gorga agreed. So I'm like, wait, Teresa, where's all of that hostility for Dolores? So Joe in his confessional was like, that's my sister. Joe Giudice has done horrible things to her. I was just sticking up for my sister, trying to protect her, watch out for her. So Melissa's like, whatever, he was on your behalf. He was sticking up for you, trying to make sure that you were okay. And Teresa's just like arguing and trying to fight for no reason, tells Melissa to shut up. And she's like, don't tell me to shut up. And then like, they're like arguing over this when it was Dolores who said it. Whatever. So like they try to squash it, but it's so hostile that Marge is like, yeah, you're making everyone uncomfortable now. Like, we're not just gonna be able to just move on with dinner. You're like ruining it. So Marge is like, we always gotta worry about you like flipping out or flipping tables and acting crazy. And then she goes over to Jackie, we gotta worry about you crying, having meltdown. I was like, damn, Marge, calm down. Jackie's like, it's ridiculous. I'm over it. If you gotta yell at me, do what you gotta do. Teresa's like, great, good. We're over it. Then Teresa directs her anger at Marge, and I feel like she's been waiting to come after Marge. And she's like, did you hear what your husband said at the guys' game night? Oh, gosh. Marge, it's time for your reckoning. So Teresa's like, Joe heard the rumor. Marge flips out, looks at Joe, and is like, did you hear this? Did you say that you heard this rumor? He's like, no. Lies, Joe. Oh my gosh, Marge is screaming, flipping out, going back and forth with Teresa. Teresa's like, he did hear it. Jackie's like, I don't care. Jen jumps in. He heard the rumor. Marge starts screaming at her. They're screaming at each other. She asks Joe again, did you hear this rumor? He says no. Frank is like, nope, I didn't hear nothing. Joe Gorga's like, let it go. Teresa's like, no, he heard the rumor. And Jackie's like, I don't want to give life to this. And Teresa's like, oh, now you don't want to give life? And so Marge is like, why are you so hostile towards Jackie? And they're just like, Jackie's like, I feel like you treat everybody like crap. So then Teresa goes to Dolores, do I treat you like crap? To Jennifer, do I treat you like crap? They both say no. Then she goes to Marge, do I treat you like crap? And Marge is like, well, you did have my hair pulled. Teresa has no comeback for that. She goes to Melissa, do I treat you like crap? Melissa's like, you called me a stripper. Oh, Teresa, just stop. Stop. You had your 2 good ones. Let the rest go. This is turning to a crap show. Everybody's like, Melissa is like trying to go to bat for Jackie. She's like, will you like stop? She's about to cry. This is about her marriage. Jackie's like, I'm not about to cry. Can we just drop this and be cordial? And Teresa's like, yeah. Like, can't we just be cordial? Like, this is all you, blah, 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 blah. She's like, I'm a confidence person. Like, I have confidence. I'm a confident person. You're not confident. I want to be around confident people. Jackie's like, did you get that confidence in jail? Ooh, Jackie. But this is how we know Teresa rehearses her like lines and her comebacks before she comes. Because when Jackie said that, she had no comeback. Nothing. But when she came into the house with the dildos, she was ready, rehearsed, talking about sticking it up her ass. That's how I knew she was going to say it, because she's so predictable. But when Jackie said that jail line, Teresa's fumbling her words. She's like, this is why I don't like her. Joe was like, well, then stop. Stop coming after her. You cannot go at a war of words with Jackie. You can't, Teresa. Stop. Teresa gets up, she's cursing and walks out. Dinner is over. I didn't get to see the previews for next week, so I'm sure it's going to be even more of a mess, but that wraps it up for this episode. Please let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and hit that notification bell so you're in the know when I release a new video, and subscribe. I would love to have you a part of Steph and Key TV. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.